My name is Nathaniel Kraft. I'm the director of the Bix Beiderbecke Museum here in the Quad Cities here. I'm up here today to announce and give out the Bix Lives Award for this year. I'm beaded with a number of guests of past Bix Lives Award recipients here on stage. For those of you who don't really know about the award, since 2007, the Bix Lives Award has been awarded to those who exemplify what it means to keep Bix's legacy alive. Recipients are selected annually through a list of public nominations by the Bix Lives Award Committee, which consists of past award members and representatives from both the Bix Museum and the Bix Jazz Society. A bronze likeness of Bix is presented to the recipient each year at the Bix Jazz Festival. Those selected fit within three criteria, which are including an individual, group, or organization who, over the years, has shown a concentrated effort in promoting, preserving, and presenting the musical genius of Bix Beiderbecke, has created a greater understanding of Bix Beiderbecke's contribution to American music culture, and has proven to be an advocate for Bix Beiderbecke and his legacy by their efforts in learning and promoting the history of Bix Beiderbecke's life. And this year, the Bix Lives Awards Committee has had a strong list of nominees, which made it a really tough selection, but it's very well deserved this year. Without further ado, the 2023 Bix Lives Award recipient is Steve Trainor. From the applause, it sounds like many of you here do know Steve, and you might recognize him. He's right here on stage. So Steve has been an active member of the Bix Society for over 40 years. From his first job as a ticket taker to being an ambassador, working with the media, then becoming an announcer at the annual festival, and then being the one prepping the other announcers for the annual festival. He served on the Bix Society board for 6 years before becoming the society's president, a position he held for 6 years as well. Since taking the job of president, over 33 jazz festivals have failed, and the festival was in dire financial shape when he took over. During his tenure, Steve was instrumental in bringing the Bix Fest out of debt while still keeping it a first-class event and seeing it through to its 50th year in 2021. Despite retiring from the Society board 2 years ago, he's still very actively volunteering at the Society, which makes one think that Steve may never get away from us. Steve has lived the essence of Bix's legacy for more than 40 years, and we rightfully think that this qualifies him for the prestigious Bix Lives honor.
Unaccustomed as I am to public speaking, I hope I can get through this. This is a wonderful, heartwarming surprise. I don't think I've worked as hard as Josh has, or as the Hesses have, or certainly Jerry Bowers. But all I wanted was this festival to run smoothly and for all of you to have a good, easy time of it, to the point that you'll bring friends back next year. But if those whom I respect believe I deserve it, then I'll take it. There is so much work to be done throughout the year that my wife started to call this festival my mistress. She wasn't far wrong. Way too many times she had to wait to do something she wanted to do until my Bix business was completed under deadline. One time, true story, I was getting out a grant with minutes to spare. They have a deadline. We were going on a trip. She was pulling out of the driveway, and she was not inclined to wait. I started off as well, first of all, I came in 1978. No one told me a thing about this Bix. I mean, the run was nothing, and this Bix fellow and the festival, nothing. In 1979, I did TV stories on it, and in 1980, I found out if I volunteer, I got in for free. What a deal. I was in heaven, you know? As I was telling people earlier, all these single women, all this beer, conga lines. I mean, it was, and that's where I developed the line. It's a 3-day party. But we do it for you, we do it for Bix and for Trad Jazz. We are touched by the interest of some of you show us during the year. It's been great getting to know the Mike and Jeans, Mary, Bruce, the Don and Vickies, Mike and Donna's, showing us how much our work means to you. So much so that this is an opportunity to put in a plug. We have some big donors. They don't look rich, but they have given us some seed money for a foundation under the Quad City Community Foundation. So they have established a fund for you to pay into. No donation is too small. And it all adds up, folks. It just really does. Unfortunately, they put it under my name. I don't know that people know who Steve Trainor is versus Bix Beiderbecke. But Quad City Community Foundation, you can call them soon and throw a little money in their direction. And that will help us in our future to keep going. While you want to thank me tonight, I want to thank you for great support and loyalty. It's been mentioned at one point, we followed the Syncopated Times, which is a tabloid newspaper, and we can point to 33 jazz festivals that have died in the last decade. But we are still here because of you, because Bix does live. Thank you.